Alright, first things first. If you haven't heard about Cronos' new Dawn yet, you're in for a treat. It's by Blooper Team, the guys known for the psychological horror game like Layers of Fear and the recent Silent Hill 2 remake, but this time they're actually stepping away from that style and doing something completely different. Well, this game is all about time travel in a brutal post-apocalyptic world, so you can expect some crazy science fiction twists. This game was revealed at the Xbox Partner Showcase, and the trailer alone is enough to get anybody hyped. It's a third-person survival horror, and from what I've seen, it is a banger.
Hi everyone, my name is David, and I'm the developer of a farming horror game called We Harvest Shadows.
Up next is a very special game in today's list, titled We Harvest Shadows. One of the most unique blends of farming horror and narrative-driven gameplay that ever existed. Imagine playing as a man who has retreated from city life to an abandoned farm, thinking the world is better without him, as you manage daily farming tasks caring for livestock, fixing up the house, and improving the farmstead. An unsettling atmosphere then creeps in. Each night, it feels like something is watching, but is it real or just a weight of the character's troubled mind? Anyway, the folks have promised an experience that'll linger with you for a while.
You can try the demo now on Steam, and thanks for watching.
16 years ago, an incident happened and it changed the world's fate. The most contagious and incurable virus put the world on the brink of destruction. Something attacked the tents from above. Something that can fly.
Once Alive, however, is a story-driven first-person adventure set to release November 18th. This game places players in a post-apocalyptic world where they will explore the eerie settlement of Hostville. This town has been abandoned, and your mission is to uncover the mysterious disappearances of its last survivors. It's a cinematic experience with an atmospheric setting offering a blend of exploration, mystery, and emotional storytelling, featuring a single-player mode, partial controller support, and more.
Where is everyone? Oh God.
As you can hear, my dear communion, sacred words of God align perfectly with what science has discovered.
I can try to repair the cable with something.
Having fun, Lucas?
Sweet baby. Do you think she's ever going to be happy living here?
I would rather see her alive.
A world frozen to the marrow. The shattering moon has plunged the survivors into an eternal winter.
So moving on to number 4, we have Permafrost. This is a post-apocalyptic survival game set in a frozen world following a catastrophe. Well, the game challenges players to navigate a landscape engulfed in eternal winter, and you'll need to scavenge, craft tools, and build shelters to survive the harsh environments, while also battling with environmental threats and hostile enemies. You even have a companion dog that helps with resource gathering. This one supports both single-player and co-op gameplay with up to 4 players.
Will you rebuild, or will you let the cold claim you too? Permafrost. Wishlist now on Steam.
There are 44 counts in the indictment. Here is what happened as a result of your actions.
On the other hand, Pathologic 3 is the much-awaited sequel in the iconic survival horror series set to release in 2025 as well. Building on the legacy of its predecessors, this installment promises to delve even deeper into the philosophical themes of morality, disease, and social decay. Now in this new chapter, players will again navigate a plague-ridden town, but with enhanced graphics and gameplay mechanics that offer a more immersive experience. Meaning you can expect a blend of open-world exploration, survival mechanics, and narrative depth, where every decision shapes the unfolding story.
Is that so? Show me how it really was then.
My story is a tale of rules rewritten by nuclear fire.
That being said, Metro Awakening at number 6 is an upcoming VR action adventure set to launch November 7 this year for the PlayStation VR 2, PC and other VR platforms as well. By Vertigo Games and Deep Silver, this new game delves into the origin story of Khan, that's one of the more enigmatic characters from the Metro series, and follows a doctor that's navigating tunnels in search of his missing wife. Anyway, pre-orders are now available, and the deluxe edition offers early access and exclusive items to go with.
Yana, is that you? The worm. I'm seeing things, hearing things. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Sometimes we need to become the thing we fear, to prevent something worse. After all.
Huh. Well, let me see.
Ah, you have a good eye. Top of the line. We'll blow ahead.
Decadent at number 7, however, is a story-driven first-person shooter blending Lovecraftian horror exploration and intense combat. Set to release in 2025, you play as John Lorne in this game, a Great World War veteran turned occultist, haunted by a mysterious parasite in his mind. Now on a quest to uncover the fate of a missing Miskatonic University expedition, you're going to be exploring the eerie Arctic landscapes while facing grotesque creatures and some supernatural horrors. This game features a dynamic sanity system, diverse weaponry, and surreal environments that test both your courage and mind.
I won't let you! Let her go!
Don't be afraid. You're safe now. I saved you. What the? Tenebris, Maledictum, Aeternum, Mortis, Agri!
Number 8, we have Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. Well, this is the latest entry into the Into the Dead franchise, set to release on PCs exclusively in 2025. The Darkest Days is a shift from the franchise's traditional first-person shooter roots into a 2.5-dimensional side-scrolling survival experience. Set in Texas in the year 1980, players guide a group of survivors through Walton City, which has fallen into a zombie outbreak. It now emphasizes scavenging, crafting, and managing the psychological and physical needs of the survivors with primitive mechanics that add high stakes to the gameplay. Now, Endzone 2 takes the intense survival gameplay of its predecessor and pushes it even further. If you've enjoyed Endzone: A World Apart, you're in for a treat because this sequel amps up the challenge of rebuilding civilization in a post-apocalyptic world. This game puts you in control of not just managing resources but also expanding your settlements in more dynamic environments. It's got some strong cities, skylines, the game meets Fallout vibes, but with a unique twist of Frostpunk survival intensity as well.
Down by the riverside, I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Study that war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
What the hell happened?
You're infected just like all the others.
Now, we've mentioned this thing before, but in case you missed it, the video game adaptation of The Thing movie and video game is getting a remastered edition, and it's set to come out later on into the year in the PCs, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and also past generation of consoles. Actually, the Nintendo Switch as well. This is the third-person horror adventure game, and it's being remastered by the same team who released the new System Shock. This is how it looks. We're still waiting on its precise release date.
It's over.
Target acquired. Shoot to kill.
It ends now!
We didn't quite finish the job.
Try not to tremble as you explore a variety of spine-chilling attractions where each stop could be more terrifying than the last.
Bleed of Fear is another upcoming PC horror game set in a theme park that's just brimming with traps. Now, as a female protagonist in this game, you have to use tools and your senses to deactivate the dangers inside the park's attractions. It emphasizes basically puzzle solving and intense survival mechanics as you navigate through various obstacles. Bleed of Fear over here has been noted for its atmosphere, blending action and horror elements, and it promises to push players into nerve-wracking situations.
With fear.
Ever used a camera that captures more horrors than your eyes can handle? Prepare to uncover secrets that will make your heart skip a beat from fright. You're going to remember why you feared the dark. Prepare for the most intense, spine-chilling night of your life. Bleed of Fear.
My name is Rick. I work as a detective, but in my free time I investigate haunted places. I find solving unexplained cases to be a nice diversion.
At number 12, Puppet House is a first-person puzzle horror game released only days ago. In an abandoned puppet actor's house, this game places you in the shoes of a detective who's investigating disappearances in Field Town. What begins as a routine investigation spirals into a nightmare as a demonic puppet born from a sinister ritual haunts you through a maze of puzzles and traps. With gameplay that combines the thrills of escape rooms and puzzles, Puppet House draws heavy inspiration from the VHS horror era, blending terror with dark humor. 80s and 90s horror fans will definitely find this one quite
something going on there. And it's not just the usual ghost stories. If someone's actually gone missing there, it needs to be investigated. Could it be that Peter Hill himself is guarding the house? I find that hard to believe. Must be a rational explanation.
Are we doing the right thing?
And While We Wait Here, released on October 23rd. It's the title of the game. While We Wait Here is a unique blend of psychological horror and restaurant management. It's basically set in a roadside diner amidst the looming threats of an apocalypse. The game challenges players to serve food while engaging in profound conversations with customers facing their own existential dilemmas. Some patrons dismiss the catastrophe, while others confront it head-on, and your choices influence multiple possible endings as well. This game's atmosphere, first-person interaction, and deep narrative create an unsettling experience.
Perhaps this is not the way we wanted our future to turn out, but this is the only way we can have it now.